Hello, I'm Steve Notley. I'm here right now involved in an archaeological excavation at El Araj, which is New Testament Bethsaida. Sadly, during our time here, our excavation season, we've been here during the tragic events of October 7th, needless loss of life, murder, really the epitome of evil, killing of men, women, children. It's really a terrible situation. Um, it seems like periodically this country just sort of erupts again and again. We find these tragic events. As a Christian who lived here for 16 years, I always found it a challenge in terms of how to navigate that. I think I start from the basic point is that men and women are created in God's image, and that gives them value. That's where we start. Not nationality, not race, not gender, but they've been created in God's image. And I think that has to be the starting point of any discussion. I have friends, both Israeli and Palestinian. My heart breaks when there's suffering in their populations. I'm reminded, the situation we're living in is not unique. I mean, it's horrible, the things that have happened, but this type of violence is particularly unique, even in Jesus' day, which for me is always a good model to look at. As he approached Jerusalem and looked over the city, he saw a city divided against itself. We know that there were factions, that we know that there was violence. It was a city under military occupation. And he looked at it, and his statement was, "Would that you knew the things that make for peace." And I think is the heart of God cries out still, "Would that you knew the things that make for peace." Ultimately, I think at the end of the day, peace comes from our relationship with God, finding our place with Him, finding His mercy in our lives, being reconciled to Him, and out of that renewed, strengthened relationship, becoming vessels of peace and healing. That once we experience that healing and that touch from God, that then we can be used to touch the lives of others and to see others as God sees them.